5:08 right now, and the clock is ticking toward President Trump's 7 p.m. deadline for a deal with Iran, or else he says the U.S. will attack the country's power plants and bridges.
This morning, Israeli officials are warning Iranians to avoid using trains until later tonight, while Iranian officials are also urging young people to form human chains around the country's power plants to protect them. Bradley Blackburn brings us the latest on the conflict.
The entire country can be taken out in one night.
President Trump escalated threats of massive airstrikes if Iran doesn't seriously engage in a deal to end the war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz by tonight.
They're going to have no bridges. They're going to have no power plants. Stone Ages, yeah.
Monday, the president brushed off questions of whether attacks on civilian infrastructure would constitute a war crime, instead insisting it's what the people of Iran want.
They would be willing to suffer that in order to have freedom. We've had numerous intercepts. Please keep bombing.
Iran has rejected a proposal from other Gulf nations calling for a temporary ceasefire, demanding a longer-term end to hostilities. On Monday, the U.S. and Israel announced more strikes on Iran, including an Israeli attack on an Iranian petrochemical plant. Iran has fired back with a wave of missiles and drones launched toward Israel and other countries in the region. Meanwhile, the president and his national security team gave new details on the weekend rescue of a missing U.S. airman who was shot down over Iran Friday.
He scaled cliff faces, bleeding rather profusely, treated his own wounds, and contacted American forces.
The Pentagon says the U.S. military used more than 150 combat aircraft, some acting as decoys in the dead of night, to fly in hundreds of special operations forces to rescue the American airmen. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.